So you're thinking about moving to Dallas, Texas. Maybe you've heard about the booming job market, the amazing culinary scene, or the fact that we don't have state income tax. Sounds pretty great, right? Well, hold your horses. Before you pack your bags and start practicing your y'alls, let's talk about 10 reasons why Dallas might not be the place for you. Now, don't get me wrong, I love this city. It's been my home for many years, but no place is perfect. And if you're moving here, you should know what you're getting into. Let's dive in. First up, let's talk about the biggest elephant in the room, or rather the gridlock on the highway. The traffic, it's a lot. It's a daily exercise in frustration. I'm not exaggerating when I say Dallas traffic is a beast. No matter how much I plan ahead, something always seems to get in my way. I mean, just the other day, I was driving my son to the orthodontist on 35 and a car just came into my lane, just bumped into me. Apparently they wanted to be there and didn't want me to be there. Luckily, we were going very slow due to all the traffic, and there was only minor damage to my car. But this was just a regular old Tuesday on 3 o'clock. The seemingly endless construction, also not very fun, and the aggressive drivers and the sheer volume of cars, well, it's enough to make even the most patient person lose their cool. And it's not just rush hour, some would say, it's practically rush day. And if there's a bad weather, you might as well just stay home. If you hate sitting in traffic, Dallas will become your personal purgatory. But the silver lining, you might wonder, well, that traffic is a sign of a vibrant and growing city. It means job opportunities and a dynamic economy. Plus, with the DART, the Dallas Area Rapid Transit, expanding and new road projects underway, there's a constant effort to improve. And hey, audiobooks and podcasts were practically invented for Dallas commutes. Now, let's talk about the weather. Forget what you think you know about hot. Dallas summer heat is on a whole other level. It's like living inside a convection oven. I mean, we're talking triple-digit temperatures for weeks on end, and humidity that makes you feel like you're swimming through the air, and a sun that feels like it's personally trying to melt you. I'm originally from Louisiana, and I'm used to heat and humidity, but there's something about all the concrete around that turns up the heat, literally. Prepare to sweat or prepare to leave the city in the hottest summer months, which is what a lot of Dallasites do, and they escape to those cooler temperatures. Colorado, anyone? What's the silver lining? Well, all that sunshine means that you can enjoy amazing pools, water parks, and outdoor festivals for months. Think of all the pool parties, patio dining, and outdoor concerts. Plus, it makes those occasional cool fronts feel like a gift from the heavens. And we do get 75-degree days in the middle of February. No one is ever sad about that. Okay, so you're thinking, well, I'll just stay inside. Well, that leads us to the sprawl. You'll need a car and a lot of gas. Dallas is big. It's big. And it's spread out like a spilled deck of cards. Public transportation, while it's improving, it's still limited. And you'll just need a car. You'll need to drive a lot. That means more time in traffic, more gas expenses, and more wear and tear on your vehicle. But that sprawl does mean that you get to choose from a wide variety of neighborhoods, each with its own unique character. And you'll find everything from bustling urban centers to quiet suburban retreats. And with all of that space, you'll find some bigger lots, more parks, and room to grow. Next up, let's talk about the cost of living. The housing market, it's really not as affordable as you might think. While Dallas used to be a steal, the housing market has exploded. Rent and home prices are skyrocketing, and you might find a charming little house, but be prepared to pay a premium. And don't forget about property taxes. They're no joke. That affordable Texas dream, you might have to adjust your expectations. But that also means your property value is likely to appreciate over time. It's a strong investment in a growing market. Plus, compared to coastal cities, Dallas is still relatively affordable. Now, let's get a little personal. The culture shock. It's truly not for everyone. Dallas has a unique culture. It's a blend of Southern charm, Texas pride, and a dash of big city hustle. If you're not used to it, it can be a bit overwhelming. The emphasis on appearances, the bigger is better mentality, and the sometimes intense social scene can be a lot to take in. If you're looking for a laid-back, low-key vibe, you might find Dallas a bit extra. But that diversity makes Dallas truly unique and exciting place to live. You'll find a rich tapestry of cultures, cuisines, and perspectives. There's always something new to discover. And speaking of overwhelming, the allergies. They are a seasonal battleground. So if you suffer from allergies, Dallas will become your personal nemesis. Cedar fever, ragweed, mold, you name it, it's here. Prepare for months of sneezing and sniffling and itchy eyes. When I first moved to Dallas, I didn't even realize how bad it was because it just never really stopped. I only found relief when I headed back home. And you do eventually acclimate, but be prepared. Early on in your move, it can be tough. Let's move on to that social scene. The social scene can be cliquey and a little superficial sometimes, or people will say that. While Dallas has a lot of friendly people, so many friendly people, it can also be tough. It's a massive city, and it has countless opportunities to meet people with shared interests. From sports leagues to volunteer groups, there's truly something for everyone. And when you find your tribe, it's a strong and supportive community. Now, for a more practical concern, the extreme weather. So beyond the heat, the summer heat definitely gets all the attention, but Dallas is also prone to severe thunderstorms, hail, and even tornadoes. The weather can change in an instant, and you need to be prepared. I mean, last week it was in the teens, and this week it's in the 70s. But with extreme weather, it does bring your neighbors together. They support each other, and it gives you some great stories to tell. I also get a little extra snuggles from my puppy when the big storms roll in, and I never complain about that. Okay, let's talk about expectations, that hype versus reality. It's not all sunshine and rodeo, but it is a city with real opportunities and growth. Dallas is often romanticized in pop culture, but the reality is it's a big city with big city problems. But it's also a city with real opportunities, a thriving job market, and a vibrant cultural scene. It's a place where you can build a career and a life. I really do love Dallas, but it does take some getting used to. All right, the personal fit. It may not be your vibe. Ultimately, whether or not you'll like Dallas depends on your personality and your preferences. If you thrive in a fast-paced, high-energy environment, you might love it. But if you prefer a slower pace and a more relaxed atmosphere, you might find it a little overwhelming. But if you're looking for a dynamic city with endless possibilities, Dallas might just be the perfect place for you. Dallas has a lot to offer, but it's not for everyone. Do your research, weigh the pros and cons, and make sure it's the right fit for you. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're thinking about moving to Dallas, maybe watch this video again, and then give my team and I a call. Y'all take care.